Hello everybody, this is the top 10 worst superheroes in comics. Let's get started. Number 10, the Red Bee. Appearing in the 1940s in Hit Comics number 1, the Red Bee was basically your powerless vigilante type character. However, instead of wearing a cool costume like Batman or the Shadow, the Red Bee opted for a red pirate shirt with pink poofy sleeves and red and yellow striped tights. However, what made the Red Bee truly lame wasn't just his eyesore of a costume, but the fact that he fought crime with the aid of a trained bumblebee. That's right, you heard me say it. A trained bumblebee named Michael that lives in a compartment in the Red Bee's belt buckle. I'm serious. A trained bumblebee named Michael. So unless the Red Bee's villains were allergic to bee stings, he wasn't much good. And may not surprise you at all, they killed off the Red Bee in the pages of All-Star Squadron. But again, the Red Bee remains to be a fan favorite to this day. Number 9. Arm Falloff Boy. First appearance, Secret Origins Volume 2, number 46. Arm Falloff Boy was a bona fide superhero, albeit a superhero so rubbish even the Legion of Heroes turned down his membership application. This is from the team who had Matter Eater Lad in their ranks. I will get to him in a second. The only superpower that this guy had is said in his name. He could pull off his arm and use it as a bludgeoning tool. What a waste of spandex. Number 8. Skate Man. First appearance, Skate Man number 1. Vietnam veteran Billy Moon lasted just one issue before getting sent back to the roller disco for some superhero seasoning. And is it really any surprise? Picture the scene. You're on your way home from work when you decide to take a shortcut through a dark alleyway. All of a sudden, you're accosted by two muggers carrying flick knives who can't keep their shifty eyes off your spanding new Rolex. But who's this coming through the shadows? Who's this coming to your aid? A man on roller skates! Skate Man! Save yourself the time, just hand over the watch. What a useless hero. Number 7. Razorback. First appearance, Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man number 12. Chances are, when Buford Hollis decided to take inspiration from the humble farmyard animal, he had too many things to drink because, my God, what is he? Let me just tell you, he's a man in green spandex who wears a pig on his head. Who else would think dressing up as a pig and fighting crime would be a good idea? Why, Buford Hollis? Why? Oh, and you want to know what his superpower is? It has nothing to do with his name or his appearance. He has the ability to drive any vehicle. Seriously, Hollis? Pigman? Waste of space. Number 6. Color Kid. First appearance, Adventure Comics number 342. Don't we all have this superpower? Coloring in the lines? Oh wait, Color Kid can change the color of anything. And that's useful for fighting bad guys. How? Perhaps his origin story is a little better. Ulu Vak from the planet Lupra became Color Kid when he was struck by a rainbow-colored ray of light from another planet. Perhaps not. How about any cool storylines? In the Silver Age of comics, early 1950s, Color Kid was infected by the infectious Lass, of all people, with Grandin gender reversal disease. The result? Color Kid became Color Queen. Probably best to leave it there. Number 5. Squirrel Girl. First appearance, Marvel Superheroes Volume 2, number 8. Here's the thing with Squirrel Girl. By all rights, she should be awful. But look at her list of defeated supervillains and you'll find Doctor Doom right at the top of that list. The superhero world surely must have congratulated her from stopping one of the dangerous villains ever. Nope. She moved to New York City and became the protector of Central Park. Her power? Communicating with squirrels. Yep. Number 4. Cypher. Cypher, aka Doug Ramsey, was a member of the New Mutants, which was an affiliate of the X-Men. They were the young mutants that were being trained by Professor X and the rest of the X-Men in the 1980s. Cypher's mutant ability was to basically decipher anything. You know, like languages and secret codes and stuff. Yep, that was it. He was pretty much a translator. Furthermore, he was just this little guy who didn't have any fighting skills. To put it bluntly, poor Cypher was worthless during battle. When it came to defeating Galactus, he wasn't going to do much good. But if the X-Men's Mansion's DVD player manual was only in Japanese, Cypher was your man. It's probably not any surprise to you that Cypher was killed off and never brought back, yet for some reason he remains a fan favorite to this day. Number 3. Matter Eater Lad. Matter Eater Lad should at least get the award for the worst superhero name in comic history. Matter Eater Lad was a character from the Legion of Superheroes. Now in the 1960s, the writers at DC Comics were always looking for new and strange powers for their quickly growing cast of teenage futuristic heroes. However though, it seemed like they'd hit their all-time low with Bouncing Boy. It turned out that they could sink even lower with Matter Eater Lad. Get this, Matter Eater Lad's power was the ability to eat through any substance. Yep, the power of super eating and digestion. It kind of worked like this. You needed to get through a steel door, you got Matter Eater Lad to eat it. However, Matter Eater Lad wasn't into cannibalism, so he could never actually chow down any bad guys. Mind you, I think cannibalism was against the comic book code back then. Number 2. The Dog Welder. Dog Welder was a character from Garth Ennis' Hitman series. Dog Welder was part of a superhero team known as Section 8, which was a band of these crazy guys that fought crime in rather insane ways. Dog Welder is my favorite of that bunch. He's this madman in Silver Welder's outfit that basically just goes around welding stray dogs to villains' faces. That's it. That's how he fought crime. Welding dogs to people. What a heroic manner. Mind you, that it would be a bitch of a thing to have that to happen to you. You try to rob a bank and you end up with Lassie welded to your face, yapping for eternity. Number 1. Doorman. First appearance, Avengers West Coast number 46. Sadly, Doorman doesn't have the ability to deny anyone entry to a nightclub just because they're wearing trainers. In fact, Doorman's real ability isn't much better than that. He can teleport another person anywhere they want to go in the world, as long as it's only in the next room. A great party trick to pull when someone needs a beer from the fridge. That's good enough, but that's not really good enough to fight crime. Doorman was frequently undone by his namesake, the Door. That's basically all I have to say about this guy. You could either have him teleport you to the next room if you're trapped, or you could have Matter Eater Lad eat your way through the door and then digest it. I'd rather go with Doorman. Still, what a bad power.